Buckle up, folks. You're about to be taken straight to the heart of a high-speed, pulse-pounding police chase unfolding in Miami, Florida. But this isn't your average pursuit. This time, it's a Mercedes AMG tearing through the city like a lightning bolt, leading law enforcement on a wild ride across town. A reckless suspect is unleashing chaos on Miami's streets, and the police are determined to bring this dangerous situation to an end before it spirals any further out of control. From the very first moment, it was clear this wasn't just a routine chase. The Mercedes was flying down Route 2, reaching blistering speeds, pushing police units to the limit just to keep up. A sharp turn onto 67th Street left everyone holding their breath. With the city aglow in the nightlights, the car weaved through traffic like a shadow, transforming the streets of Miami into a high-speed battleground. The pace didn't let up, climbing from 60 to 70 to nearly 80 miles per hour as the suspect swerved onto Northwest 17th. Every turn, every lane change was a gamble with fate. Officers shouted updates over the radio, coordinating from all angles, ready to move in. Reports came in that the suspect might head northbound on I-95, a move that would dramatically raise the stakes, endangering countless innocent drivers and dragging the chase onto one of Miami's busiest highways. Then came the critical twist, a sharp turn onto Route 441. This was no longer a simple pursuit. It had become a psychological and tactical war at 80 mph. And the police, they were closing in. With every second, the net tightened. No escape, no room for error. After a relentless chase that tore through multiple streets of Miami, law enforcement finally boxed in the suspect. The tension hit its peak in that defining moment. A commanding officer shouted through the loudspeaker, "Get on the ground now!" That one order brought the chaos to an end. The suspect was taken into custody safely. No serious injuries were reported, and most importantly, justice was served. Once again, the swift coordination of the police ensured the community remained protected from harm. Speed might help you run, but nothing outruns the long arm of the law. Today, we bring you a high-octane police chase that feels straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, but make no mistake, this is 100% real life. On April 19, 2023, an armed robbery rocked a convenience store in North Miami. Moments later, the suspects sped away in a white Lexus, kicking off a heart-pounding, multi-agency pursuit that tore through the streets of Florida from Opa-locka to Palm Beach, then back down to Broward County. Buckle up, folks. What you're about to witness will have you glued to your seat.
As the Lexus traveled through several cities at high speeds. The pursuit continued northbound on Florida's Turnpike into Palm Beach and back into Broward County.
As the alarms blared, North Miami PD sprang into action. The white Lexus, now Florida's most wanted vehicle, was quickly spotted in Opa-locka. But just as officers closed in, it vanished like a puff of smoke, leaving behind sirens howling in frustration. That's when the Florida Highway Patrol joined the fray, kicking off a relentless high-speed hunt that could have had Vin Diesel himself on the edge of his seat. The Lexus tore through city after city, showing no fear, like it was taunting the very forces of law and order. Then came a chilling update. The suspects were armed with AR-15 rifles, capable of turning the streets into a war zone in seconds. What began as a chase had now escalated into a life-or-death confrontation. That's when the Florida Highway Patrol joined the fray, kicking off a relentless high-speed hunt that could have had Vin Diesel himself on the edge of his seat. The Lexus tore through city after city, showing no fear, like it was taunting the very forces of law and order. Then came a chilling update. The suspects were armed with AR-15 rifles, capable of turning the streets into a war zone in seconds. What began as a chase had now escalated into a life-or-death confrontation.
All right, they're carjacking a vehicle. They're carjacking a vehicle, Randy, watch the crossfire, Randy!
On the ground, police scrambled to set up barricades and contain the chaos. In the skies, Miami-Dade's aviation unit scanned every corner from above. But just as the net seemed to tighten, the suspects disappeared once again, vanishing without a trace as if they were never there at all. The clip ends in a wave of disbelief. No arrests, no cuffs, no closure. The suspects, now like ghosts in broad daylight, reportedly crossed a body of water and slipped into hiding. The chase may be over, but the story ends with a haunting ellipsis. Justice is still hunting, and the million-dollar question remains. Can they really outrun the law forever? Once again, reality proves crime may be fast, but justice never stops moving. Stay tuned, because the next chapter might just be the one where the law finally catches up. We're looking at a high-speed chase captured on dashcam footage from the Bayside Police Department on August 20th, 2020. A beige Toyota Camry was seen speeding southbound on I-43, hitting up to 70 miles per hour, prompting officers to spring into action. And trust me, things are about to get wildly chaotic.
202, I'm with him.
From the very beginning, the driver made it clear they had no intention of stopping. Officers attempted to pull over the vehicle, and even when there was direct eye contact, yes, the officer confirmed that the suspect looked straight at him. The driver floored it, accelerating and openly challenging the law. The vehicle was registered to a Melissa Beaster, but at that point, no one could say for sure who was behind the wheel.
Adam 3112. Are you in a position to set up a stop stick?
Get him at Silver Spring.
10-4 and 202 on your read back.
Go ahead.
As the situation escalated beyond a routine traffic stop, Bayside PD called in backup from Glendale units in the County Sheriff's Department. A stop stick was deployed, and boom! The suspect's vehicle began smoking, with at least one tire visibly blown. But no, this chase was far from over. Despite the shredded tire, a lopsided vehicle, and smoke pouring out, the suspect kept going at a shocking 50 miles per hour, risking total loss of control. Yet officers stayed locked in, relentless in pursuit.
212 dispatch, my vehicle's been hit by the sticks. I'm terminating my pursuit.
Darn it. 202 dispatch, his vehicle is smoking. He hit the sticks. He popped at least one tire.
738, hit your sticks.
Again, the vehicle is smoking. He hit the sticks. If I can get a backup squad with me.
Dispatch, I'm behind the side. Continuing southbound, front driver's side, tires popped.
Eventually, the car came to a stop, not because the suspect wanted to, but because it simply couldn't keep moving. Commands rang out crystal clear over the radio. Hands up, turn around, step back, slowly. An incredible display of training, discipline, and control in the face of a high-risk takedown. In the end, the suspect was secured safely, and no one was seriously hurt. A textbook ending to an absolutely nerve-wracking situation. Once the dust settled, Lieutenant Fuller stepped in to identify the suspect, a man named Jason R. Right then and there, he was charged with fleeing and evading police. Despite overwhelming evidence caught on camera, Jason insisted, "I didn't do anything." But you and I both know cameras don't lie. A sharp reminder that you might outrun a cruiser for a moment, but you'll never outrun the long arm of the law.